First things first. How important are your running shoes? Everyone knows having a good foundation for a house is essential, just as having good tires on your car. The same is true for having a good pair of running shoes that fit your own specific needs. Wearing improper shoes that don't properly suit your individual biomechanics can result in injuries that could otherwise be avoided. One of the best ways to ensure you have the proper shoes and fit is by heading to a local specialty running store. Most local running store employees are well versed in running mechanics, foot strike, and will be able to fit you in a shoe that matches your personal needs. While proper running shoes do come at a cost, it is well worth it to stay healthy and avoid hefty doctor's bills. What did the Buddhist ask the hot dog vendor? Make me one with everything. Is this a joke? Or perhaps the naked truth? A second important aspect, ignored by most beginners, is running specific socks, designed to reduce blisters, eliminate moisture and keep your feet more comfortable. And while running specific socks may cost a little more than generic athletic socks, the added durability can make them a more economical choice over time. What concert should only cost 45 cents? 50 Cent featuring Nickelback. The third fact is that too much of anything can be a bad thing. Motivation and enthusiasm at the start of training are great for getting out the door. However, ramping up training too quickly can create a situation that leads to negative results. Runners looking to increase mileage and workouts should never try to increase more than 10% each week. Another very good rule of thumb for this is to increase mileage for 3 weeks and take a week off in the 4th week. The 10% rule really helps runners increase and maintain longevity in training. In this regard, I am the perfect negative example. I started running without even a park run, straight into a mountain marathon, which was also the hardest in the country, the MPC marathon. Not that I had a choice in 2010, but I went straight into the hardest. And I had a few years afterwards problems with my knees because of that, but to make an excuse, there was not so much information in Romania in 2010 about running. How much space will be freed in the European Union after Brexit? Approximately 1 gigabyte. I hope I'm not offending anyone, I just thought the joke was really funny. The fourth thing is the rule of even pace. The best way to compete for a personal best is to maintain an even pace from start to finish. Most of the 10,000 meter and marathon world records set in the past decade have had an almost metronomic pace. If you run too fast at the start of the race, you almost always pay for it later. Of course, in every race as a rookie, I started out as if I were racing for first place. Don't do that. Please. I tried to catch the fog yesterday. Missed. And the fifth thing is the 10-minute rule. Start every run with 10 minutes of walking and slow running, and do the same to cool down. A warm-up prepares your body for exercise by gradually increasing blood flow and raising core muscle temperature. The cool down may be even more important. Stopping abruptly can cause leg cramps, nausea, dizziness, or fainting. Someone stole my Microsoft Office and they're gonna pay. You have my word. As a bonus, the secret weapon of speed work, all runners, fast and slow, will benefit from speed work. Speed work can be described as any running performed at faster than normal training speed. There are many different types of speed work, and all have their place in a properly constructed training program. This varies from 400 meters, 800 meters, 1,600 meters to 2,000 meters interval sessions and time trials, and longer runs at race speed. Although the best place to do interval sessions is on a track, they can also be done on a flat section of road. Hill training is another component of training that is often overlooked. Most runners will include some hilly routes in their training regimen, and while this is important, it is not the same thing as true hill training or hill repeats. Proper hill training involves first doing an easy-paced warm-up, finishing at the base of a hill of good gradient, say about as steep as the last part of Constantia Neck. You then run hard up the hill for a prescribed distance, turn, and jog slowly down. On reaching the starting point, you run hard uphill again. This is repeated for the prescribed number of times. As one adapts, the number of runs up are increased, and then the length of the hill.